Former Mayor Rahm Emanuel is back in Chicago after serving as ambassador to Japan, and he is eyeing whether or not he will run for public office.
The former mayor speaking today at the Economic Club, weighing in on that explosive meeting at the Oval Office between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy. He touched on a lot more as well. Our political reporter Mary Ann Ahern is here. I'm curious what kind of reception the former mayor got today.
Well, it was a friendly one, as probably expected, yes. And while it had only been 6 weeks since he left Japan, and already Rahm Emanuel is leaning in on every issue that is percolating.
Who called who a dictator?
Rahm Emanuel, the former congressman and White House chief of staff, has this takeaway from the Trump-Zelenskyy Oval Office encounter.
If our allies walk away from us or don't go the full length with us, we are in massive problem.
Emanuel says the Democrats, post-election, need to focus their attention on education.
You're not going to compete if 2/3 of our children can't read and can't do math. It's a national crisis.
The former two-term mayor would not directly answer if he might run for governor if Governor Pritzker chooses not to run for a third term. Or what about Rahm for mayor in 2027?
I'm not done with public service, and I'm hoping public service is not done with me. So
He has spoken with Mayor Johnson about Johnson's testimony on Wednesday when he appears before the House Oversight Committee. That hearing called to investigate sanctuary cities. That spotlight's so important, the mayor is already in D.C. preparing for it with 6 of his top staffers. Senator Dick Durbin has spoken with the mayor as well.
He called me personally and asked what he can expect, and I told him it would be a trial by fire. I've seen those hearings. I know that committee. It's one of the most partisan committees on Capitol Hill. They're not looking for answers. They're looking for a setting so they can give their speeches.
The mayor has also spoken with Rahm Emanuel for advice. Emanuel telling him, remind Congress they have not put in place any strong immigration reform, saying put the onus on the Congress, not on yourself. We'll see how that goes.
It's smart that he's reaching out to people who have some experience.
Right.
It's good to hear that he's at least doing that. Now, you're headed to Washington as well tomorrow. A lot going on. You will have a seat at that Oversight Committee room as that hearing continues or goes on. Besides the mayor's hearing, you'll also be there for Trump's joint address to Congress tomorrow. So what do you?
I know we've got 2 days. It's going to be very interesting. The president is his first speech back on the Hills in his second term. He's promising that it will be big, and we will be looking for the Illinois reaction. So yes, can't wait to be there.
I know you can't. We can't wait to hear from you.
Everything always happens at once, right? At the same time. Mary Ann, thank you so much.